Yes, welcome, ladies and gentlemen. It is me, Ochan Richard, again. Today, I want to take you through what we call the primary sources, the secondary source of information literacy, secondary sources of information by Ochan Richard, Faculty of Education and Humanities. So it's a high welcome back to my video today that I'm taking you through. So when we talk about secondary sources of information, I'm going to take you through a lot of things that I've prepared for you today. So let's take a look at slide number 2. Here text us about the outline to secondary sources of information, whereby we are going to take a look at the definition, example of secondary source of information, the importance by discipline, because all these information sources, they have their importance by discipline. So let's take a look at slide number 3. So example of secondary source of information, we have books, scholarly articles, review articles, we have textbooks, biographies, documentaries, encyclopedias. So let's take a look at the importance by discipline of secondary source of information. Okay, like before all this, I want to give you some more advanced definition to secondary source of information, whereby secondary sources are sources which analyze, interpret, or comment on primary sources. They are created after the event or time period under study and often involve and synthesis. Why? Because after something has happened, secondary sources come in to analyze. Now when an accident has happened, a team of journalists now, they come in to start now writing the report. The report now becomes the secondary source of information. The report can be from the newspaper, all those kind of things now. So here brings us about the aspect of secondary sources of information. So let's take a look about the importance by discipline through which the secondary source of information can guide. So in the discipline, in the field of history, secondary sources provide historians with critical analysis. When we look at the historical background, the historical nature of this country, Uganda, we see that Uganda is the backbone, is a country whose economy majorly relies on agriculture. That's when we take a look at the deepest perspective of the history of agriculture. So Uganda's economy relies on agriculture, and therefore it is said agriculture is the backbone of Uganda. So this one is a history that evolves like that. So also let's take a look at the other discipline in the field of literature. Literacy critics rely on secondary sources such as critical essays. So ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching this tutorial of mine. I remain Ochan Richard, a student of Good University, pursuing physics and maths in the Faculty of Education and Humanities. I request you to hit that notification bell in my YouTube channel as you subscribe also, and don't forget to like also my video. I'll be taking you through more tutorials. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. Bye bye.